What's up guys, my name is Brock, you're watching The Modest Man, and today I'm going to show you my shoe collection. Alright, so I saw Jose over at Teaching Men's Fashion do a video about his shoe collection, and I thought, that's an awesome idea. And then somebody asked under one of my videos if I could do a similar video. So I thought, yeah, let's do it. So these are the 12 pairs of shoes that I wear on a regular basis. And this isn't all the shoes I own. I own a few more pairs that I don't wear as regularly. And then of course I have some shoes that are, athletic shoes, hiking shoes and running shoes and stuff like that. And this video will not cover those. These are just the casual and dress shoes that I wear on a regular basis. And we're gonna go over all 12 pairs. So first up, we have a staple in any man's wardrobe, the black Captoe Oxford. And these particular ones are from a brand called AceMarks. And they had a very, very successful Kickstarter campaign that I supported. I sent an email about it a few months ago. And I finally just got mine in the mail. And I've only worn them a couple times. They're brand new, as you can see. But these are high quality shoes. These are handmade in Italy. And they're created by a small team of guys who have been in the shoemaking business for a long time. And these are very lightweight, they're very comfortable. I usually wear a size 7 in most brands, and these fit really, really well. So I imagine they're gonna break in beautifully over time. Now, the black Oxford is an essential in any man's wardrobe. You can wear these with a navy suit, black suit, charcoal suit, and they're great for formal events like interviews, funerals, weddings, stuff like that. So if you don't have a pair of black Oxfords, I suggest starting there. Okay, next up, Allen Edmonds Park Avenues. And I think these are either in walnut or cognac. They're kind of like a light brown. This is one of the first pairs of dress shoes that I bought, or actually I didn't buy these. These were a gift from my parents for Christmas. And I've had these for years now, and they're just holding up so nicely. They're Allen Edmonds, so obviously the build quality is top notch. And the great thing is when the sole does eventually run thin, I can send it back to Allen Edmonds and get them resold and restored for about $100. So, what can I say about Allen Edmonds? I mean, these are just great shoes. They're workhorses. The Park Avenue especially is just a classic, and it's comfortable, it's true to size, and you can see I always keep my Allen Edmonds shoe trees in there to try to extend the life of these shoes as long as possible. I think that this color, this kind of light brown walnut color, it's not the most versatile color of dress shoe, so I wouldn't start with these. I'd probably get your black shoe, your dark brown shoe, your burgundy, and then this is a good addition to your dress shoe collection. All right, next up we have these dark brown Brogues from a company called Shoe Passion, which is a German brand. These are great shoes. These are, as you can see, they're pretty broken, and I've worn these a lot. They're very versatile. Because they have so much decoration, they're a little more casual than some of my other dress shoes. These are actually the first pair of shoes that I got for free to do a review on for The Modest Man, and I remember being so thrilled when I got these. And so if you follow the blog, you've probably seen these show up in a bunch of different outfits because they're just great shoes and they're really comfortable. So I think after you cover your basics, like your black Oxfords, a pair of dark brown or burgundy Brogues or wingtips is a really good second pair of dress shoes. Okay, next up we have these Haan loafers. These loafers have a special place in my heart because I found them for like $12 at a thrift shop. And being a shorter guy and wearing smaller shoes, I rarely find things that fit well in thrift shops. So to find these, it was just such a score. And they weren't even really that worn in. I mean, I've worn them a lot since I bought them, but they're great shoes. And Haan, it's not like the highest quality shoe brand in the world, but these ones are really nice. I don't know if they're older or something. I haven't been able to find these exact shoes online. They have something called the Douglas loafer on Amazon, which is similar. I haven't been able to find these exact ones though. These are made in Italy and they've broken in really nicely, which is good because I've found that with Haan, they run a little bit small. So I wear a 7 in most brands. These are 7s, but they were just a little bit tight when I first started wearing them. So, but like my other Haan shoes, they've broken in very nicely over time. So Haan loafers, love them. Okay, let's move on to the sneakers. First up, we've got these gray canvas Vans by J. Crew. So these are a tiny bit different than regular Vans because these are the J. Crew collaboration version. They just got some little details that are different that I think are a little cooler. And I've actually replaced the laces that came with these black leather laces from a pair of old Oxfords because I tend to wear these with like dark jeans, gray shorts, black accessories like a black leather watch. So the black straps just work a little better than the brown straps that it came with. These are great sneakers. They're super comfortable, perfect for summer, perfect for going sockless or wearing no-show socks. I personally think that gray is as versatile or even more versatile than white, but you could definitely get these in white or navy or whatever color. So yeah, these are the Vans by J. Crew canvas sneakers. So this is my other pair of sneakers. I'm not sure if it's Onitsuka or Onitsuka, but these are the Tigers. This particular colorway is, I believe, called the Mexico 66. And as you can see, I've worn these shoes a lot, especially this past summer. They're really worn down, scuffed up, stained. And honestly, that's how I like my sneakers to be, especially my white sneakers. I like them to, have that lived-in look. I don't like to baby them and try to keep them scuff-free and all that. They're just sneakers. So these are beaters. I wear these all the time. They're probably going to get a hole in them soon. Then I'll have to replace them, but they're not that expensive. And the great thing about these Tigers is you can get them on Amazon in pretty much any color and any size that you can imagine. So no matter what size foot you have, you can find these in your size. So if you're looking for a great casual sneaker that you can beat up, Tigers. All right, next up we have these gray suede Chukkas. These are the J. Crew MacAlisters. And you can see they're very soft. They don't have much structure to them because they're suede. And these are super comfortable. They're unisex sizing. So if you have smaller feet, you can find these in your size, oftentimes on sale. And they seem to always be available. They don't sell out. So I really like these. And, the gray suede is surprisingly versatile. I also have a pair of brown ankle boots, and I find myself wearing these with jeans. They're just a little different. Like they're not quite as ubiquitous as a brown leather boot, but they're not too weird. They still go with pretty much all the jeans that I own. So definitely check out the J. Crew MacAlisters. All right, this is my second pair of ankle boots, and these are Haan. These are 7.5, size 7.5, and even these were actually a little tight when I first got them, but they broke in nicely. These might be my most worn pair of boots. I mean, I've worn these shoes so much. And you can see, the heel is starting to wear down a little bit, but they've held up nicely. I mean, they're beat up. They've taken some abuse, but I really like these. I think that if I could choose one pair of shoe that's like the most versatile type of shoe that a man can have, I think it's the brown leather ankle boot. You can wear them with jeans, chinos, even trousers for a more casual look, and they're just super comfy and super versatile. So I like this pair from Haan. You can find more expensive ones or cheaper ones, but I think these offer a lot of bang for your buck. All right, speaking of versatile boots, this is a 6-inch work boot by Thursday Boot Company. And these are actually relatively new. I've only worn them for about a month, but they're pretty comfy, breaking in nicely. A lot of the times work boots like this take a long time to break in, but it's usually worth the effort and the pain because once they do break in, they're just buttery soft. Work boots like this are great. These are perfect for wearing in like the fall with a pair of jeans, maybe even rolled up a little bit to show off a little more of the boot. And yeah, I mean, you can pick whatever brand you like. Wolverine, Alden. I think Thursday Boot Company offers a lot of value because it's a lot cheaper than some of those other brands. But I think that a kind of a dress work boot like this is definitely a staple in any man's closet. All right, I got one more pair of boots, and these are my winter boots. These are Sorel, I don't know how to say it. I searched pretty extensively for a pair of winter boots. I used to live on the East Coast in Washington, D.C., and we had some pretty tough winters there. It was very slushy, very wet, and even just commuting to work was pretty tough. You know, you definitely run the risk of stepping in a puddle of slush and soaking your entire foot and sock and shoe. So I tried out a bunch of different brands, and I found that these particular Sorels, and I'll link to them below, were the best for me because they offer protection, so they totally keep your foot dry and warm, but they're not quite as chunky as some other winter boots or snow boots that I found. So you could actually keep these on all day, and you know, they don't feel too heavy and they don't look out of place if you're going out to the bar or something like that. So they're pretty much their version of the LL Bean duck boots, except for they're not sold out all the time. Got two more pairs of shoes. So these are my Birkenstocks. I know people are kind of divided on the Birks. Some people hate them. I love these shoes. You know, as you can see, they're well worn. They really start to mold to your foot after a little while. You know, some people say you can't get these wet. I've soaked these many times. I abuse these things. I've taken them to the beach, hiking, you know, on vacation. You know, I've really just knocked these things around and they're holding up nicely. So they're high quality, you know, they're not cheap, but I think they're worth it because they're comfortable and they last a long time. You can find them on Amazon, almost any variation, bunch of different colors, different strap types. You can find them with the ankle strap or without. I kind of like having the ankle strap because it just feels like it's on your foot a little more securely. But yeah, Birkenstocks, love them or hate them, I love them. Okay, and then for my last pair, I saved these for last because I love these shoes. These are my Sperry topsiders in navy, and I've replaced the laces that came with them were white, and after a couple of years, they just started to fall apart, so I replaced them with these brown leather laces. And I mean, look at these things. These things are just beat. You know, they're probably ready to be retired, but I can't bring myself to do it. I wear these all summer. You know, I usually go sockless or wear no-show socks, and they're boat shoes, you know, so you don't have to clean them or worry about them getting wet or dirty or anything like that. That's going to happen, and you just kind of let them age. And after a while, these become so comfortable. If you're going to buy a pair of these Sperry topsiders or really any boat shoes, I recommend sizing down a little bit because they're going to stretch out. So for example, if you normally wear a size 7, maybe get a 6.5, and if it feels a little tight at first, I promise if it's leather, it's going to stretch out and get super comfortable over time. So yeah, these are one of my favorites. So that's my shoe collection. I wear all 12 pairs regularly. You could probably get away with owning less shoes. You know, I think the most men could probably get away with having maybe 6 pairs of shoes. But I hope this video helps you build out your shoe collection, and I'd love to hear about your favorite pair. So leave a comment down below. If you have any questions, ask away in the comments. And until next time, stay stylish.